Hey, what's going on, CPAP Nation? So if you guys are going to get set up on a CPAP machine, there may be a good chance you're going to get a used one from your CPAP supplier. And I'm going to show you how to prevent getting a used one, what to look for, and what to ask for. Stay tuned. The first question is, why would I get a used machine if I'm going through my insurance company, I'm going for through a national company, doesn't matter, how could I possibly end up with a used machine? And the answer is because the national compliance average is only 50%. So the people who are non-compliant on CPAP, they either have to pay out of pocket or they have to return the machine. And at our facility, we get maybe a third of the people we set up who are returning the machines. So what do? We sell them as refurbished. We clean them up, we ozone them, and we sell them for $300 to $400. All our patients get set up on new machines. And a little dirty secret in the industry is that these are called fleets. When patients return these, whether it's a ventilator or CPAP machine, we call it a fleet in the industry. And a fleet is a money maker, because think about it. If you guys are set up on a new machine and we get an authorization for 3 months that basically pays for this, your supplies, we make money on that, and you have to return this and it goes to the next patient, guess what? It's a money maker. Fleets make money. So I'm going to show you guys what to look for in order for you guys to prevent getting a fleet CPAP machine. So I'm going to show you guys what new machines should look like. They both come in these boxes, Philips DreamStation. Whether you order 100, 500, they come in these individual boxes with the serial numbers on the outside for the humidifier and the machine. Same thing with Resmed boxes. They come packed like this. Just because your respiratory therapist may set you up with bringing in just a bag, a red flag. I mean, that's what we do. We take them out of these boxes first before we bring them into the room. We like unwrapping the plastic in front of you. We like unwrapping things in front of you so you're comfortable knowing it's new. This industry, used machines are called fleets. They're big money makers. So if you guys get an authorization for 3 months, you stop using it, you return the machine to your CPAP supplier, they get to reuse that machine and put it in their fleet where it's a big time money maker. What we do is on our returns, we get about a third of them back. We clean them up, we refurbish them, and we sell them for $300 to $400. We give deep discounts. We sell them all over the country, and that's how we get rid of them. We don't give them to patients. So let's look to see what brand new machines look like. Since it's 2019, you're either going to get set up with an AirSense 10 by Resmed or a Philips Respironics DreamStation. So we open up the Resmed first. First that's clearly apparent is the bag. There's no creases. These bags tend to wrinkle up easily as they're stuffed in closets, thrown on the floor. So when we get these back, we notice specifically with these Resmed bags that they do wrinkle and crease easily. When you open this up, notice the instructions, no creases, book hasn't been opened. I mean, this pocket, hose, completely sealed. This is a slimline tubing. You may get a heated hose, but both hoses should be completely sealed. On the machine, Resmed puts a filter in standard, so it comes with that. So just because it's not wrapped in plastic or in a separate plastic doesn't mean anything that all the machines come like that. The humidifier chamber should be on the opposite side. It should be wrapped in plastic. Last but not least, in this container, you're going to see the power cord wrapped in plastic. You're going to see little ties. On these, they should be like that. If you see that this power cord's been opened, it's dangling, it's a mess in the bag, there'd be a chance you're getting a used machine. Now, if I'm getting set up someplace and let's say this isn't wrapped up in plastic, say it does look used, and even if the therapist tells me, oh, you know, I was prepping everything for you before you got here. Listen guys, you're your own advocate, it's your money. I say, you know what? Go get me another machine. They do tons of setups in a day. They hundreds of setups a month. They can pull a machine out, and if you have to have them pull a machine out, tell them to do a boxed version so you feel comfortable at it. It's new. Because I can tell you, when I went to the hospitals, sometimes I would see therapists who would just take a CPAP machine, wipe it with a cloth. Here you go to the next patient in the hospital. Absolutely disgusting. So unless I don't trust the sanitation standards of anybody else except my facility, and I'm really paranoid about that, and I suggest you guys be paranoid about that as well. So that's the Resmed AirSense 10, guys. So the DreamStation bags all come in this plastic covering. Same thing with the case. No wrinkles, no creases. You can tell it's brand new right away. You open it up. The hose completely sealed. The instruction manual, the power cord, the reusable filter, completely sealed in plastic. Your therapist has to unwrap this in order to get to this machine. So when you see this, you know you're ready to go. Power cord hasn't been tampered with. And here's the DreamStation. You have the little screen protector on the front that comes off. You should see that. On the side here, just like the AirSense 10 by Resmed, Philips does put in the filters stock in every machine. So guys, when you go for your appointment, a lot of people don't pay attention to this, but you should. You do not want a used machine if you're going through your insurance or you're paying for a new machine. So keep an eye on that on setups, and it's your right to ask them, I don't feel comfortable with the machine you're setting me up with. I want you to get a new machine. I don't want a chance getting a refurbished machine. And for you guys who are getting refurbished machines, you should ask what the sanitation process is for these machines. I can tell you, I worked at a hospital where a patient gets off a CPAP machine, and I've seen therapists who just wipe this down with a cloth real quick and it goes on to the next patient. I'm saying, oh my God, are you kidding me? That's absolutely disgusting. And you guys, like I say, you're your best own advocates. So you guys who have Medicare or Medicaid and some of the lower forms of insurance with the reimbursement end of things, you guys may be more susceptible of getting a used machine. Keep your eyes open. Make sure that everything I showed you that you're paying attention to on setup. And last but not least, make sure the person that's setting you up is a licensed therapist, because there's a lot of things going on in this industry where big time companies are getting huge fines for using unlicensed therapists for setting you up. And some of the advice I've been hearing is awful, awful advice. I mean, we have a competitor in our area that's advising patients to put KY jelly on their faces in order to get a better mask seal or to get better comfort. And that's one of the most ridiculous things I've heard in this industry. And like I said, you're your own advocate. I'm giving you the tools necessary to make sure that the people out there are taking care of you. If you guys like this video, please hit like, please hit subscribe. You guys support me by hitting subscribe, by hitting like. Let's make it perfectly clear, the sleep industry does not like me. I embrace that because I don't like the sleep industry and I don't like what they're doing. I don't like the direction they're heading in. If I can give you guys tips to move into the other direction, you know what? We're making progress. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments section. I go through them all. And sleep well, everybody.